This is Stellar Arcanum, exploring the secrets of the kingdom.
Breath, spirit, and creation. A theological and linguistic inquiry. The concept of breath as the animating force of life is foundational in numerous religious and linguistic traditions. In the Hebrew Bible, the creation of humanity begins not with physical form, but with breath. God molds Adam from Adamah, the dust of the earth, and then breathes into his nostrils to bring him to life. This divine breath is termed Ruach, a Hebrew word with rich semantic layers, encompassing meanings such as breath, wind, and spirit. The theological implications of Ruach extend beyond Adam's creation. In Genesis 1 verse 2, prior to the formation of the heavens and the earth, the Ruach Elohim, Spirit of God, hovers over the face of the waters. This establishes breath/spirit as a precondition for creation itself, not merely a biological necessity but a metaphysical principle. Hebrew linguistics also reinforce the primacy of breath. The first letter of the Hebrew alphabet, Aleph, is often associated with air or breath. Phonetically, it is a silent glottal stop, necessitating an open mouth to produce its initial sound, ah, an exhalation that symbolizes the act of breathing. It is no coincidence that this is often the earliest vocal expression of a newborn, paralleling Adam's inaugural breath and reinforcing the Hebrew letter Aleph, and the sound, ah, as a symbol of beginnings. This connection between breath and life finds resonance in Christian theology as well. In John 3 verse 8, Jesus likens the Holy Spirit to the wind, an invisible but powerful presence that moves freely. The wind blows wherever it pleases. You hear its sound, but you cannot tell where it comes from or where it is going. So it is with everyone born of the Spirit. Here, breath and wind are metaphors for divine agency and mystery, reinforcing the notion that life is sustained not solely by light or matter, but by spirit. Moreover, planetary sciences illustrate that while sunlight is necessary for life, it is not sufficient. Planets devoid of atmosphere may receive light but remain lifeless, underscoring the necessity of air, an idea paralleled in scriptural narratives. Breath, therefore, is not merely a physiological act. It is a theological symbol of vitality, presence, and divine immanence. The return of breath, spirit, and the atmospheric cycle. In death, the body ceases to inhale. The body's final breaths have been released. The warmth of breath, infused with life and spirit, rises. Many traditions have interpreted this ascent as the soul's journey toward the divine. Scientifically, warm air rises due to thermal dynamics, but spiritually, this upward movement has been seen as symbolic of transcendence. If breath is spirit, then the rising of warm air becomes not just a physical phenomenon, but a sacred metaphor, the release of life back to its source. Yet this movement does not end with departure, as warm breath disperses and cools. It eventually returns to Earth, absorbed again into the atmosphere. In this view, breath becomes cyclical, a continuous divine rhythm. Spirit rises, cools, descends, and is reabsorbed, connecting all life to a greater, shared breath. This interpretation echoes Ecclesiastes 3 verse 20, "All go to one place. All are from the dust, and to dust all return." Yet it adds nuance. Not only do bodies return to dust, but breath returns to air, suggesting that spirit, too, remains immanent in the world, cycling through creation in invisible, sustained motion. Thus, the theology of breath is both cosmological and personal. It reveals that the divine spirit animates, ascends, cools, and circulates, continuously whispering through the winds of the earth, offering us breath after breath, life after life.